All right, so this is a topic that I think I really want to get some help from my friends that are in marketing. So if you are in marketing or if you know someone that is in marketing, definitely tell them to chime in because what I want to talk about is more of a question because I want to get their expertise, like a marketer's expertise, because I'm trying to understand, am I being too harsh about this? Because when it comes down to the concept of total addressable market or TAM, however you define it, a lot of business owners or entrepreneurs are either pitching their business or they're trying to pitch their business or they're trying to explain to me about their business. And this is one area that gets a little, like I say, it's not as clean cut when you get to the point of talking about what is your TAM? Like, how do you really define it? Like, how do you determine what really is TAM? And some people, the numbers that they give, maybe it's me being a little biased, but for sometimes I hear them tell me what their TAM is, and I'm like, I just don't believe it because I don't think that's your real TAM. And it does impact the interpretation that people have about how much they trust the presentation that they're seeing or how much they trust the numbers that they are seeing. So when it comes down to the total addressable market, like maybe it's better for me to walk through an example. Is so let's say for your total addressable market, let's look at the orange market. Let's say if you are in the business of selling oranges and we are trying to figure out what is your TAM or what is your total addressable market. Now, some people may say, from a high level, they may say, hey, my TAM is, and let me blow this up so you guys can see it full scale. So some people may say, hey, my TAM is actually group number one, which is pretty much everyone that eats and has teeth. So anybody who eats who has teeth, that's my total addressable market. And when I see presentations like that, or I see people pitch their business, and when they define that broad group as their TAM, I'm probably not as interested in hearing, the rest of their explanation because for me, I'm thinking your numbers are probably highly overstated if that is your starting point. But then we may say, okay, all right, maybe group two, if you're in the business of selling oranges, is your TAM the everyone that eats fruit? But then again, it's just like, okay, all right, that one is a little bit more believable for me. But also, one of the things that I think about is, it is maybe there are people who eat fruit that don't eat oranges. So maybe we need a subset. Is it really group three that's your total addressable market, which is, hey, everyone who eats fruit that's not allergic to oranges? I mean, maybe that's your real total addressable market. Or is there some other way? So I'm very interested what my marketing friends have to say about how do you really define what a total addressable market is? Because when you're looking at a business and you're trying to project, like, is this business one that is viable? Is it worth my time of putting the energy into it? One of the obvious and I could say critical questions you have to really be able to answer when it comes down to understanding that is, hey, what is the potential number of customers that we can actually have buy this product? And one of the ways you figure that out is by looking at your total addressable market and then looking at your strategy and how much market share can you earn. Now, if your TAM, your total addressable market number, is overinflated, then it probably is going to give you a false positive about your business. So I want to know from all my marketing friends, how do you define total addressable market? I mean, like I said, in this example, we were looking at a person who's starting a business of selling oranges. Is their total addressable market, everybody who eats and has teeth that can actually consume the product? Or is it everybody who eats fruit? Or is it everybody who eats fruit and is not allergic to oranges? Or is it some other way of defining what the total addressable market is? So definitely, if you're a marketer, I really want to hear your opinion. And also, thanks for tuning in.